So good morning. Welcome to, again, my family room. And I'm so happy you guys are joining me this morning. We got our ball friend we're gonna start. So we're gonna start at the back of your mat. If you have your ball, place the ball between the ankles, okay? So come on back to the very back of the mat. Take the ball or a pillow, whatever you have, place it between your ankles. Go ahead and squeeze up into that ball, and I want you to have the feeling like you're squeezing in and up. So activate through the belly, look down at your feet, and press down into the mat. So I want to make sure my feet are even. You're wrapping from your butt, and just stand nice and tall, just a few roll downs to start here. Exhale, round it down, pull up in the belly. Come all the way down and just get a good stretch here. Hanging down. Release your neck, your shoulders. Squeeze the ball, pull up in the belly. Feel like you're pushing the floor away as you roll all the way up. Roll the shoulders around a few times. Again, exhale, scoop up the belly. Feel that sensation like you're pulling up inner thighs through the pelvic floor. Hanging here. Release your neck, and again, watch the feet. Make sure you're really pressing down into the mat. Get that stretch. Squeeze the ball, push the floor away as you roll all the way up and roll the shoulders. This time, take your arms back, interlace the fingers, open up through the chest, reach the knuckles to the floor so you guys feel that opening in the chest and shoulders. And as you roll down, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, opening up through the chest and shoulders. And you can move around here, whatever feels good, bending the knees and stretching. Release the neck, extend the legs. Let's do that again, bend the knees. Abs in, extend one more time, bend the knees. Extend, release the arms, squeeze your ball, slowly round. All the way back up. All right, first plank of the morning. Here we go. Roll it on down, pull up in the abs. Once you get to the floor, walk it on out to a plank. You can go onto your forearms if that's better for you, but let's just hold here. Find your squeeze into your ball or whatever you have. Make sure you're not rolling out onto the pinky toes. So press through the big toes. Make sure the heels are squeezing in slightly. Push the floor away. And we're just holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull up in the belly. Hike the hips up. Walk it on back. Hang here again. Soften the knees and round all the way back up. Roll the shoulders if you need to. Shake out the wrists. Going back down into our plank, adding some ball squeezes. Exhale, round it down. Squeeze up into that ball. Find your plank. Again, whatever is best for you. Holding here, and let's squeeze up into that ball. 1, 2. And make sure as you're squeezing into it, it's the upper inner thighs, your butt, and your belly. It's not where the ball is. 4, squeeze and hold it. 3, try not to let go. 2, hold it on 1, hips up, walk it on back, hang down, and round up. And if you want to challenge yourself, as you go out to plank and back in, try to take less and less steps to get out and in, okay, without rocking around too much. So use your abs to do the out and in. Here we go again. One leg's gonna lift this time, so round it down. Once you're down, walk it on out. Again, how many steps does it take? Hold here. Squeeze the ball. Let's barely lift that right foot. It's almost still touching the floor. I feel it underneath me. Now squeeze both legs into the ball so we're not leaning all our weight in just the one. Hold it. Press into it. 4, 3, 2, replace the foot. Other leg lifts. Both legs are still squeezing. Keep the legs very, very straight. Squeeze your bottom. Reach through the crown of the head. Hold 5, belly. How many steps can you take to get back? Can you take maybe 2? And roll all the way up. As we're here, little balance work. Press into that ball, wrap from your butt, focus on something across the room, and let's lift the heels up off the floor, and then slowly go down. Don't rush it, take your time. Lift up, find that balance, hold it, and relax the shoulders and arms. Take note of your hands. What direction are your hands when you do this? They should be facing you, not facing behind you, right? So let's find our good posture. Feel like you're pressing from your pinkies a little bit. Lift the heels, find that balance. Pull up in the pelvic floor and belly, and lower down. One more time. Abs in as we lift. Press through the big toes. All the toes. Hold it. Squeeze the ball. And lower quietly. From here, externally rotate your feet. So I want to feel like I could click my heels together, but my ball's in my way. If you don't have a ball, click your heels together. Find that rotation from the upper thighs. So we're going to go into our plank like this. It's going to feel kind of weird, okay? But feel that wrap in the thighs. Let's roll it on down. Different sensation, different stretch too as we roll down. Hold here, and then let's find our plank. Again, high or low plank, forearms or hands. Hold here. Now I'm really wrapping my legs around the ball as if I'm really trying to get my heels to touch, and now squeeze into it. Squeeze 1, inner thighs. 2, pull up the belly. 3, long neck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold here. Push the hips up. How many steps to get back? Push the feet down, hang down, and roll all the way up. So I'm still in that external rotation. We're going to try to lift the leg up. Again, it's going to be awkward. If this doesn't feel right on your knees, go back to parallel or keep both feet down. Here we go. Round it on down. Squeeze up into that ball. Pull up through the quads and walk it on out. Once we get out here, open up the chest again. Barely lift that right foot, guys. Press into that ball. Both legs pressing. Try not to lean. Use your obliques. We have 5, 4, stay turned out. 3, 2, replace it, hold, stay turned out. Other leg lifts. Ooh, feel the challenge on one side more than the other. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, replace it, pike your hips up, walk it back, stay turned out here, guys. Squeeze your ball as we roll all the way up. So I'm still in my turned out. Let's practice our balance work in that external rotation. Shoulders are relaxed, arms by your sides, lift the heels up, wrap into that ball, and lower down. Again, it might feel totally different. Pull up in the belly, squeeze into that ball, wrap from your inner thighs and butt, lower down. Is this easier? Is this harder? Right? It's a little bit more of a challenge, I feel. And down. 2 more times, find that balance here. Stay long, shoulders relaxed, squeeze in and down. 1 more time. Lift, hold, push the floor away, reach through the crown of the head, slowly roll down. Come back to parallel with the feet. Do 1 more roll down, all the way down. Hang here for a moment. Grab onto your ball, if that's what you have, and then roll all the way back up. Nice. All right, so come to the other side of your mat. If you have your ball, you're going to place your ball in your ankles once again for a little side twist. So ball, pillow, towel, go ahead, lay onto your back, please. And then we'll just find a nice supine position. Once you're here onto your back, let's take the arms out, just outside of the mat a little bit. Reach down into your arms and really press into the floor. Now squeeze into that little ball, suck your tummy in. Make sure you don't arch your back, and exhale, float the legs to tabletop. Flex your ankles. If you glance up, you just maybe see your toes. Hold here, give me a little squeeze. Inhale, legs fall to the right, so left hip lifts. Give me a nice squeeze and exhale, center. And then over to the left. Hold it here, squeeze and exhale. Now be mindful about where the legs are. They should not change shape. So imagine there's a ball in the ankles, the knees, and the thighs. So they're staying the same distance apart as we're going from side to side. And your breath and your abs are dictating the movement. So inhale, they fall. Now exhale, use your belly to bring it back. Try to relax the shoulders. The arms are just pressed down. Try to keep the collarbones open. Hold your middle here. Squeeze your ball, close your butt here. Over to the right again, we're gonna add an extension. Exhale, extend. Make sure legs are even. Slowly bend and back to center. Over to the left. Exhale, really stretch the legs. Slow on the bend and back to center. Over to the right again. Exhale, extend. Inhale, engage your hamstrings. And one more time. Over to the left. Exhale, extend. Slow on your bend. Back through the center. Hug your knees in. Take your ball out for a second. Give your knees a little hug. Draw little circles around. Let's do one little quick stretch for our hips while we're down here. All right, so a lot of this tabletop, we start to feel our hip flexors quite a bit. So take your feet out. Maybe I have a very wide mat, so I'm going not to the quite edge, but pretty wide. Take the arms into a goalpost position, and then go ahead and let both knees fall to the right. And if you feel like you need a bigger stretch for your body, take your right foot and put it on top of the left thigh to give it a little weight. That's if it feels good to you and you need that extra stretch. And just feel that opening all across that hip right there on that left side. Right? Like I said, all this tabletop we're doing, all this holding, right? Hip flexors are like, hello. And then go ahead, release, and slowly come back. Go slow. Other side, let the knees fall to the left. Then if you need that extra something, something, place your left foot on top of the outside of your thigh, not on my knee, I'm on my thigh. And then really open up through the front of that left hip. Press down through the shoulders and just find that opening. Even squeeze your butt and tuck your tail, and you're gonna feel, if you're tight through that hip flexor, you'll feel it more. And then replace the foot and come right back. Grab onto your ball, extend the legs straight out onto the mat, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Give me a nice squeeze into this ball. So whatever you have, squeeze into it, but watch you don't lock your elbows. They're a little soft. And as you squeeze into it, wrap from the pinky side. Even though my whole hand is on, wrap the pinky side and feel the work on the underside of your arm rather than up in the shoulders. Inhale, lift head and shoulders. Exhale, use your abs to come all the way up. Find your C curve. And then let's find a nice seated tall position. Reach your arms on. Give me a nice squeeze. We're going to slowly roll just partially down. Just enough to get that C curve. Scoop in the belly and now squeeze the ball. Squeeze 1 with the heel of the hands. 2, feel the wrap. 3, 4, pull the abs in. 5, 6, 7, so really activate through the arms and chest. 9, hold here, come all the way up. Flex your feet, stretch forward for a moment. Give your back a stretch, give your hammies a nice stretch, and then we're coming right back up. Wrap again, lift your chest, shoulders are down. Exhale, start to roll down a little bit, not very far, just off the sits bones. From here, lower down an inch, exhale, crunch up an inch. Down and a little lift. And as you do a crunch, can we add a squeeze? And a squeeze. Use your muscles, not your hands, right? So I'm trying to think. It's my chest, my biceps even, underside of my arms, helping me out here. Last 3, abs in 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Give yourself that nice stretch. Once again, shoulders are relaxing, coming right back up. All right, finding that C curve again. Exhale, scoop the belly in. Hold here. Give me that nice wrap and squeeze, soft elbows. Exhale, rotate your body to the right. Just a little twist and back to center. And to the left. So you're only going as far as your waist twists you, not as far as your arms twist, because obviously the arms can go further. So it's not gigantic. The lower half of us is not moving. Anchor down both butt cheeks. Use your abs to twist you. Keep pulling the belly away from your shirt. Let's stick to the right here. Hold and squeeze your ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Come through middle. Let's go all the way around to the left. Shoulders down. We squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Center. Come all the way up. Find the stretch that works for you. If you need to do more of a butterfly stretch and stretch your hips out every time, perfectly fine, right, to do that. All right, almost done with this. I know, again, the hips, but we got to get those puppies strong. Make sure you're always stretching them out later too. Get a nice squeeze. Exhale, scoop the abs in. Find that little C curve. Remember, it's not very far. Chest is up. Exhale, rotate to the right. We go down an inch. Exhale, up an inch. Add the squeeze of the ball as you come up. Exhale. Push your breath out using your abs. Exhale. Squeeze the ball. Try not to move the legs. 3 more. 2, 1. Come through center, hold. Twist to the left. Same thing, down an inch, exhale, up. Try to tap into those obliques. Let's add a squeeze in the ball. And squeeze. It might help you tap into those muscles a little bit more, adding a squeeze. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Come all the way up. And stretch once again. Big stretch here. Drop the head down. Hold where you can. And let's go ahead. Set the ball to the side. Let's do a little butterfly stretch for those hips here. All right. Grab onto the ankles. Lift your chest up. Bend your elbows into your thighs. Find that extension in your back and just find that stretch through your hips here. And we'll just hold for a moment, relaxing our shoulders. All right. And then go ahead and fold for a moment. All right. Coming back up. Let's grab our little friend here. Extend the legs out. Hold on to the ball. We're going all the way down to the floor. Shoulders are down. Exhale, draw the belly in as you roll all the way down. Real slow, one bone at a time. All the way down. Go ahead, bend the knees in, okay? Grabbing your ball friend between the ankles and extend the legs up. So if you're a little tight this morning, you're like, that's not happening. What we can do is take our hands underneath our hips, or you can put a blanket or the pillow underneath your pelvis, and then extend the legs up. And that's gonna give you a little relief in your hip flexors and if your hammies are tight this morning. So please modify, or you could even fold up your mat underneath. Okay, from here, try not to walk the knees out, keep them soft. Let's flex into our feet. Now sink your pelvis down into your hands or whatever you have right there, so you feel like you're using your belly to push down into the floor. Now from here, squeeze your butt, and now we're gonna exhale, squeeze into that ball. And as you do so, fire the inner thighs and the belly, right? Again, you can do this with a pillow and squeeze. Relax your shoulders, squeeze. Keep the knees a little bent. I'm trying to keep my feet parallel to the ceiling as if I'm pushing against the ceiling. Squeeze your butt. 4, 3, 2, hold, point your toes and squeeze. 1, 2, pull the abs in. 3, 4, 5, 6, squeeze the inner thighs. 8, 9, 10. Flex the feet, we squeeze for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, use your thighs. 2, 1, point your toes, squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Flex your feet. We'll go 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toes, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the feet. We go 2, 1. Point, 2, 1. Flex and squeeze, point and squeeze. Flex and squeeze, point. And flex, point, flex, a little quicker. Point and flex and point and flex in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take a break. Take out the ball, set the feet down, open the knees out. Should have felt your inner thighs and your belly cooking on that one. So get a nice little opening here, whatever you need. So another fantastic thing with the ball, again, you could do it with a pillow, is if those hips are getting a little bit tight, we can put it underneath our sacrum and get a stretch, which actually I'm going to do that in a moment, just because, like I said, it's a lot in the hip flexors, okay? So bring the legs on back, but before we do that, let's just do a little bit more belly work. You're going to hold on to the ball, reach the arms up. Again, you don't need the ball. Shoulders are down. Exhale, bring the legs to tabletop position. Squeeze the legs nice and tight together. On the exhale, curl up, reaching the ball to the shins, and then lower down. You can always put hands behind your head instead. Exhale, reach if you need that neck support. Slow. Again, exhale, squeeze and reach. And back. 2 more. Exhale up. Because we're going to add on, of course. Exhale, reach. And now, adding leg extension. Exhale, curl up, reach the legs, and then slowly come back. Again, exhale, reach. Tap if you can. You don't have to. Exhale, watch the shoulders, right? You can always forgo the ball. 2 more. Exhale. And back. 1 more. And now, I'm going to hold the ball in my right hand. As you curl but extend the legs, reach the ball underneath the thighs, switch hands, and come back around. We'll go to the right again. Exhale, curl up, reach under, and switch around. Again, exhale, curl up, switch around. You can always do this with head down, right? Just like that, easy peasy. Exhale, curl up, switch, and around. One more time. Exhale, up. And now we reverse. Here we go on the left side. Exhale, reach, and come back around. Exhale, reach under, and slow. Exhale, pull abs in, and take your time. Right, you don't even need a ball, you can pretend. And 1 more time. And a reach, and come back around. Extend the legs out long. Shake, shake, shake. Holding on to our ball. Give me a nice squeeze. Wrap the armpits. Inhale, lift. Exhale, use the abs to come up. Find your C curve and find your stretch. All right, we're going right back down again. Come up, chest up. Wrap into the ball. Slowly roll down. 1 bone at a time, all the way back. Bend the knees in. So now I'm going to put the ball underneath my legs. So legs are together. You're not squeezing the ball between the knees. It's underneath. Squeeze down. You can flex your feet if you're a cramper. That might help you because pointing might really cramp. So flex, squeeze down into this ball. Fire your hamstrings. So squeeze your butt, push the arms down. Again, you can do it without the ball. Just go like that, okay? Or just put something underneath you can squeeze onto. Arms are down. All we're gonna do is a tiny little curl of the hips. Nothing crazy. Pull in the belly, give me a little curl and back down. Try to make it smooth. Pull the abs in, give me a little curl and back. So just enough that I could lift my butt up off the ground. Even if you don't even get your butt up, that's okay. Just go where your body takes you. Pull the belly in to give that little lift. We have 2 more here. Now you're welcome to do all of this with your head down. 1 more. Give that neck a break if you need to. If not, hold. Curl up, head and shoulders. Hands support the neck. Exhale, give me that little curl. But try not to knock your nose with your knees. Exhale, little curl. Try not to hop or do it fast. Adding to this, we curl, squeeze the ball, dip. Pull the knees up, curl up, and then I'm just reaching my toes. You don't have to touch the floor. Be mindful of your back. You can forego the dip, right? I don't want your pelvis moving all over or your back arching off the floor. Up and dip. Give me 4. Squeeze into that ball, it's gonna help you. 3, squeeze the back of the legs. And 2. And hold 1, little lift up. 2, 3, crunch up. 4, 5, 6, 7, squeeze the ball. 8, 9, 10. And take a break. You can hug the knees in a moment. But I'm going to add, with our little friend here, we are going to tap into our obliques a little bit. So get that squeeze down. Keep your butt flat for a moment. Arms are down. From here, let the knees fall a little to the right. Now I am tugging it in a little bit. Squeeze down into the ball. And just give me that little lift again. Just that little lift. What we were doing before. Exhale. It's not very high. It's challenging for the obliques, I feel. Exhale, up. 1 more. Up. Let's go through the middle. Tug it in a little bit. Squeeze down in the ball. Let it fall over towards the left now. And give me that little curl up. And up. Abs in. That's what's lifting you. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Come back to center for a moment. Set the feet down for a quickie second. All right. So it's going to be kind of tricky because it's a lot of balance. We're going to try the legs over and do that with the head and shoulders up, okay? Here we go. Abs in, bring it up. Let's curl up first. Curl up your head and shoulders, hands behind your head. Might be easier to get in it this way. Let the knees fall a little right. Look straight ahead. Exhale, give me that little lift and lift. And if you're fancy, you can add that toe dip if you want. You don't have to. Do what you can. You can always go back to head down. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through the center. Crunch up higher. Let the legs fall left. Here we go. Little curl up. Add the dip if you want. Little up. Squeeze the ball. Squeeze your butt. It's going to help you. Exhale. Stay off the shoulders if you can. Look straight ahead. You have 3 and 2 and 1. Back to center. Lower the feet. Lay down. Grab your ball. Go ahead, take those legs out. Shake them out. Hello. All right. Hopefully you were feeling that nice and deep. I know I was. Squeeze into the legs. Reach the arms up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, woo, hello belly. As we come all the way up and find your nice little stretch right here. Woo, hello. Okay, so we're gonna go back down. I'm gonna give you guys a quickie hip flexor stretch. Because like I said, I know it's a lot, and then we will add on. Here we go. Arms are out, chest up. Slowly melt down, 1 bone at a time. All the way. All right. Bend your knees. Grab your ball or a pillow. If the ball is too big for you, it's too poofy for this, like I said, grab a pillow instead, okay? So I'm gonna lift up my hips, put my ball right at my sacrum. So sacrum, if you don't know, is that triangle bone right above your butt crack. So it's the ball's not on my low back and it's on my tailbone. It's in between. So it's literally on your crack. All right. So once you're here, settle in and then find that you're pressing your butt into that ball and slowly slide out your right leg. Now watch your hips didn't change. Now from here, pull your abs in and give me a tiny tuck and make sure your shoulders and ribs are on the floor. And you're pressing your right leg into the mat. Now if that's plenty for you, stay here. If not, keep your right hand down, bend your left knee in, grab onto it, and that might be a better stretch for you. Might be in a bigger stretch right through that hip, right? And just hold into it. And I always keep thinking of pushing down the straight leg as I pull in the other leg. So I'm feeling that length and that stretch. Take the left knee and you can even open it out a little bit and you might feel it even more. I know I do if I open it a little, but make sure you don't fall off your ball. That's why a pillow or a blanket is a little safer. This is a little more challenging on the ball. Okay, but just feel that stretch all around that hip and then bring it back. Slide the right one in. Slide the left leg up first, hold it there, press down into the ball, feel that opening. And then if you need more, hug the right knee in, hold it there, keep that little tuck. If you need to open that knee a little to the side, go for it. And just find that opening up in that hip and just breathe. Another breath, pressing down through the leg and bring it on back. And then set your feet down, lift on up, and roll down. All right, so let's take our little ball friend and place it between our inner thighs, okay? Press the feet down, make sure they're nice and straight and they're not too far away. Squeeze them in as if you have another ball on the ankles. And give me a nice squeeze here. Arms are down. We're going for some bridging here, guys. Exhale, scoop the belly and tuck your tail. The bridging will also help open up those hips, squeeze your butt, and slowly go down. So we can stay open for the rest of what we're gonna do today. Again, exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the ball, squeeze your butt as you lift up, hold here, and slowly melt down one vertebra at a time, all the way down. Inhale, exhale, pull the abs in as you tuck, push down into the floor, lift the hips up, keep your shoulders flat, neck long, and down. So really using the arms to help press into the floor and the back body. Exhale, pull the belly in, tuck. Let's lift our hips up, hold here, guys. Tiny presses up, one of the hips, 2, 3, 4, keep pulling the belly in and squeezing your butt, feeling like you're tucking so we're not arching in the low back. And 2, hold here, squeeze the ball, 1, abs in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, make sure your feet haven't traveled, 9 and 10. Slowly roll down a moment. Make sure again your feet aren't past your hips, they're in a little bit more. Exhale, tuck and lift all the way up. Now, once we're here, ground into that right leg. Squeeze both butt cheeks. Extend the left leg out. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, squeeze your butt. Replace that foot. Hold here. Watch we didn't teeter-totter our pelvis. Here we go. Right leg out. Squeeze both legs. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, replace that foot, slowly round down one bone at a time. Keep squeezing into the ball. Exhale, abs in as we lift right back up again, all the way up. Here we go, ground down into the right foot. Left leg goes out, we squeeze the ball, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, abs in, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Replace that foot, hold here. If you don't have a ball, you're just holding for 10. 9 or squeeze, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, push the arms down, 3, 2, replace it, lift the hips up, slowly round, all the way down. Okie dokie. Click your heels together, readjust your ball, so we're in that little wrap. external rotation. Squeeze your bottom first. Feel those external rotators working. Exhale, tuck and lift it up. This time, lower halfway down and press it up. Lower halfway down, squeeze the ball. Lower down. As you lift, squeeze. Lower down and we squeeze. And down, exhale, squeeze. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Hold on 1, little butt lifts up. 1, 2, squeeze the ball. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and round all the way down. All right, grab your ball, friend. Okay, if you don't have a ball, you're gonna use the pillow, or you're just gonna lift your heel up. We're gonna take the ball underneath the right foot. If you cramp, you don't have to use the ball because it gets wiggly, guys. So make sure your whole foot's pressing on top and they're even. Push down into that ball with that right leg, and we're gonna bridge up. It's gonna be a little challenging. You might have to readjust as you get up here. And then slowly come about halfway, and then press up. You should immediately feel the back of that right leg if you're pressing down. Again, lift. 2 more like this. And lift. Make sure you have a good footing. Lift, hold it. This is where it gets tricky. Lift the left heel off the ground. Can we bring that leg up? And then set it down. Again, bring it up. You don't have to. You can just lift the heel. I know this is hard. 2. I'm doing it too. And hold it. Can we hold it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Replace your left foot. Slowly round it down. Hello. Ooh, stretch that leg. Oh my gosh. I surely hope you guys felt that. Woo! That was crazy, right? Okay, haven't done that in a while, obviously. Woo! All right, other side. My goodness gracious. The things I make you do, and then I make myself do it. All right, here we go. Arms are down. Push down in the left leg onto that ball, and let's bridge up. Again, readjust if it's not a good spot. And then let's lower down halfway. Again, press it up. Lower down. Again, press it up. Lower it down. One more time, press it up. Let's push down into that ball. Lift the right heel up first. Ooh, can we get it up? And then back down. Exhale it up and back down. And we go 3. And 2. And hold it, hold it, hold it. 1, 2, pulse the hips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Replace it and roll it. Woohoo! On down. Whew. Set your ball to the side. Shake it out. Slowly extend that leg. All right. Maybe both. Ooh. Give it some love. Hopefully you guys really did feel that, because I surely did. All right, so I was gonna have you guys do both feet. Let's do it, we're here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna have you put your feet on it differently though. So both feet are on, my feet are together, but the knees are open, okay? So little different, so it's not just the hammies that we just worked. Wrap from those external rotators, press down into the ball with both legs, and we're bridging right back up. Once you get up here, it's not so bad, I think. I think actually the rolling down is the hard part. So from here, we're just gonna drop our pelvis halfway and then press it up. Halfway down and press it up. Halfway down and lift, just 2 more. And lift, 1 more time. Now hold here, and now dig your heels together and pulse the ball in towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze your butt. 5, 6, 7, hold 8. Now punch the ball. Push 1, 2, 3. Your hips are going to go up. Push into it. Hips lift. Push. 3, 2, hold it, and slowly go down. Kick your ball off to the side. Let's slowly stretch those legs out. Hello. Keep your ball here for now. Extend the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift. Exhale, use your abs to come up. Ooh, and get that stretch in those hammies. Ooh, gonna have to whip the tennis balls out and do some hamstring rolling out or your foam roller later today. I know I will. So let's just get that big stretch here a moment here, guys. Okie dokie. All right, so let's go back to a little bit more belly, shall we? So we're gonna need our ball. Have a seat. You're putting the ball behind your back. Okay, so there's a couple things when you have the ball behind your back. A couple placements. The more that ball is going to go into your low back, the more your body extends over, the harder it's going to be. So I really want you to be careful with that, especially on this first part. We're going to bring the ball back further so it's more on the shoulder blades. So if you have a pillow or a foam roller too, you can put it right in that same spot, okay? So find your pelvis is in neutral. All right, there, so there is that space underneath me. I'm not trying to shove my back down, okay? Hands are going behind your head. We're just gonna add an upper back extension. If this ball is too low, bring it higher to your shoulders and that will give you more support. Support your head. Inhale, just extend over the ball. And it's only as far as you're not cranking your head, and then exhale up. So I want you to think that your upper back is doing a back bend, but your lower back is not moving at all, just the upper back. So it should be some work because I'm not just falling into it and finding a stretch. I don't want to go in a stretch yet. Extend up and over the ball and then use your belly to lift. Again, extend up and over and use your abs. Give me about 3 more. Push the feet into the floor and that'll help you out. I like to push my feet down in a little forward kind of sensation. And for me personally, that takes it out of my hip flexors. Some people like to pull their heels towards their butt and that feels better for them. To each his own, right? We're all different. And up. One more time. Extend and lift. Now, from here, grab your thighs and come up. If you don't have a ball, you can hold your thighs and just go back in a C curve, okay? If not, I'm gonna bring my ball down just a little bit more on my ribs. So it's kind of in between now. So it's more on my rib cage, okay? Not up on my shoulders. Now from here, hands can go here if it's too hard for you, or even grab your thighs. If not, hands are here supporting the head, suck your tummy in. Push into the ball to go back a little bit, then exhale, use your belly to almost feel like you're coming off the ball. Inhale, exhale, up. So we should be really feeling it in that belly right off the bat. If you're shaking and quivering, you got it. Exhale up. We've tapped into those itty bitty little muscles. Exhale. Nice deep core muscles. So we can forget all about those hamstrings we just worked on. Exhale up. 5 more here, guys, and up. I find this is such the best way. That was really bad English. I find that this is the best way to really tap into the belly if you have trouble firing it up. One more time. Hold it. Can we hold and pulse? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze the armpits. Wrap into it. 3, 2. Reach the arms. Grab your thighs. Pull on up. And let's give a nice stretch forward. So always readjust the ball where it's best for your body. Everyone's torso length is very different too. I have a really long torso. So the ball is going to be different on me than maybe it's going to be with someone with a short torso, right? Okay, and also with your flexibility. Okay, so I'm going to keep it in that same spot around my rib cage. Come on back. All right, feet again, just a little apart. Find your pelvis, scoop up into the belly, hands back behind your neck if that's where it's good for you. From here, give me a little twist to the right. And I didn't go very far because I don't want to fall off. And also, check out your pelvis, guys. Did all of a sudden your left hip crunch up? Make sure they're even with each other. So as I rotate my upper body a little bit, nothing changed. I almost feel like I'm elongating through my left side just a little bit, so I'm not crunching that side. Now I'm crunching that right side a little bit. from my obliques, not my hip. Lay back a little on the ball and exhale, lift. You can always take the hands out or one hand too, right? Take your time and lift. So really tap in. You can even put your hand here. Hey, am I using these muscles here? It's really great to actually do a little palpation and feel like, oh, a little tactile, right? Whip out all the fun words. Exhale, lift, okay? I'm just saying it's okay to touch yourself, right? And exhale for 4, and 3, and 2. Can we stay up on 1 impulse? 1, 2, I think we can get on 3, 4, suck the tummy in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center, grab those thighs, come on up, take a stretch. Another thing that can help too, if your pelvis is a little wiggly, is you can put another ball or a towel or something between your thighs so you can squeeze onto it with your inner thighs, and that might help you as well. But again, you don't have to rotate a lot, okay? Sometimes if you rotate too much, then it's really hard to stabilize your pelvis. Okay, so we're going back, we've got to do the other side. So let's check out our hips again here, guys. Hands back, give me that little rotation to the left. Do we anchor down that right hip? Squeeze into the armpit on the left. Here we go. Lay back and exhale up. Press the feet into the ground. And if you put your legs completely together, a lot of times that's a little bit harder. But if that helps you, squeeze in your inner thighs and butt, do it. If not, keep them a little apart. Try to tap into that left side. You feel it? Put your hand there if you need to, right? Not to say you're not going to still feel that right and your belly, right? You should still feel it. 3 more. 2 more. Hold and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure your hips are even. Look at them. 3, 2, 1. Center, grab, pull yourself up. Give yourself that nice stretch forward. And you always know through all of this, take breaks, take stretch breaks anytime your body's telling you you need to. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Here we go. Going to take our ball. Let's forego that for a moment. Give it a little break. So we're going to do a push-up series with one hand on the ball. If it's too much, don't use the ball. But again, we're going to play with the leg placement too. So I'm going to start with my right hand on the ball. Left hand is on the mat. And before we even do anything, press down into it, but watch your shoulders and your butt. Squeeze down into the armpit and push, right? It's unstable. It's just like when we have the legs. Then what I'm going to do here is step out my left leg only. So just go here first, okay? Push into it. And let's just try our little push-up here, just like that with the one leg out. And if you're like, oh, super easy, right? Both legs out. And then if you're like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous, set the knees down into girly push-up and go there. So I find the girly push-up is kind of the middle ground, okay? But if you want to try all the way up, let's do it. Woo, might not be able to go very far. I know I can't. I'm kind of transitioning from knees to straight legs. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hello. Go ahead, bring the ball in the center and just stretch your chest out for a second. A lot in the chest. You really have felt that through the chest and your abs, of course, right? And bring it back. So let's set up that same way. So left hand is on. It might be your easier side. Before we do anything, press down into it, pull the shoulder back, find your armpit so you're not up in your traps and your top of your shoulders. Step right leg out first. Let's try it here. Okay, right? Not so bad. Easy peasy. Try both legs if you want to. Woo! Hello. Do what you can. Set the knees down. Go girly push up. Woo! I still think this is pretty challenging. And the knees down. Try to move as evenly as possible. I know it's tricky. That left arm won't straighten all the way. Last 3, 2, 1. Bring it on back.
take the ball out in front of you, find that chest and shoulder stretch. So the nice thing about having the ball here is that you can get your chest further down than maybe you normally can and get a bigger stretch in your shoulders and your chest than a normal child's pose. And just hold it for a second. And then round it on up. Woo, that was fantastic. I think now we need to open this a little bit. So we are going to do a set of tricep dips. All right, so I'm gonna put my ball between my knees. You don't need to have it at all if you don't want it. If this is a difficult one for you, please go to your couch or a chair and do your tricep dips off of that. But we need to try to open up the chest too. So before we do it though, let's all do this before we do tricep dips. Take the hands out to the sides and then open up your chest. So having the fingertips turn sideways is a little nicer on you than how we're gonna do tricep dips. But let's just hold here and then can we lift up and just really open up the chest for a second, a little more, and then just set down for a second. Let's do that again. Open up through the chest. Hopefully you're feeling those muscles from that last thing. I know I do. Up. And one more time, just to get that nice stretch. Open up and back. Okay, here we go for our tricep dips. Fingertips face in, or go to a chair. Lift the chest up, squeeze into the ball. Lift up the tushy, tuck the tail here, open up your collarbones. Here we go, bend the elbows and press away. 1 and 2. You don't even need your ball. 3, 4. But if you want more work, squeeze it and squeeze your butt. And 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend halfway, pulse. 1, 2. Squeeze the ball. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press up, push the hips up, have a seat. Take it on out. Give yourself a nice little stretch forward for your hips or whatever you need. Or extend out and give your hammies that stretch again. All right, so we're gonna go to a second set of our tricep dips. Okie dokie. All right, here we go again. I'm gonna change my leg position though. I'm gonna take my heels together and go in that little V. Just to switch it up, okay? You don't have to, but make sure your feet are even. Here we go, hands back, lift your chest, press the hips up, tuck your tail, open collarbones, and we go down and up. 1, and 2, and 3. Squeeze that ball if you have it. 5, elbows are going behind you, right? Not out to the side. 8, 9, 10, halfway, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press up, lower, down. Give yourself a nice little stretch. So the other day I had a challenge of how many tricep dips I could do in 60 seconds. You don't realize how long 60 seconds is after doing so many. Oh my gosh. I noticed I was slowing down as I got closer. Try it. Tell me what you think. Good for us, right? Gotta get these muscles working. Okay, grabbing my ball again. Come on around. Let's do a little back extension. If you're really tight or if you have any issues with your back, don't use the ball. Just go into a regular swan where your hands are under your shoulders and do it that way, okay? Because it's a little bit more challenging with the ball. So I'm gonna have my ball out and take my arms over it so my wrists are actually hanging off the ball and the palms are together. So always when we're on our tummy, rule of thumb, reach the legs long, tuck your tail so the pubic bone is into the mat and the belly's pulled in. Now our next thing is to draw the shoulders down and then bring your head between your arms. So my ears are at my biceps right now. Plug your shoulders back, tuck your tail, and you're gonna inhale as the shoulder blades draw down your back, pull your abs in to lift and lower. Now I'm lifting my body in one piece. I'm not articulating, so to speak. Shoulders back, lift the chest up, the ribs come up too, and I'm only going as high as I don't compress your low back, right? So no pinching back there. Pull the shoulders back first. Find your armpits. Push down. Yes, you're going to feel the underside of your arms. Open your collarbones. Try to move from the upper back and down. Again, inhale. Open it up. Pull the belly and lift. And all the way back down. Again, inhale up. Exhale as we go down. 2 more times. Pull the shoulders out of the ears. Elongate through the neck. Look forward, not looking up. Look at your hands. 1 more time. Draw it back and lift. And press down into that ball. Open your chest and lower down. Set the ball aside. Push yourself up and back into either a child's pose or a shell stretch where you just round back and find that stretch. Just push down into the mat with your palms and just find that nice opening into the back and come in. All right, before we run out of time, I wanted to do this real quick to get a little bit more waist work. So if you don't have your ball, you don't have to do it this way. I'll show you a modification. So I'm going to take my ball, again, on my rib. So it's going to be between my hip bone and my armpit. Okay, I'm coming down. So bottom knee is bent, top leg is out. So I'm in a straight line from my ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, ear, and the ball. Okay, if you don't have a ball, lay it all the way down instead, and you can still do the same thing. I'm gonna take this hand by my ear, then I gotta suck my abs in so I can take my right arm and grab my ribs. So nothing is touching the floor except my ribs on the ball. Now lay over the ball, stretch the left leg, and a little lift up. And down. If you're not on a ball, take your arm out and just slide along the mat. You won't go as high as we can go with the ball though, which is fine, right? You do what you can. Exhale, use your abs. Feel that reach through the foot. And let's do 5, 4, 3, long neck here. Try not to drop your chin. 2, and 1, little lifts. 1, 2, shoulders down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And stretch that left arm over. You can open up, even reach the leg back so you're feeling that stretch all the way along that whole left side of your body. All right, come on up. Okay. Other side. So got my ribs here. Stretch the right leg super long. All right, here we go. Right hand by the head, slide this hand, stay squared up, lay over the ball and lift. So I'm trying to even tap my shoulder over the ball, right? But again, it depends on torso length. Down and up, pull the abs and really stretch that right leg long. Pull your abs in without the ball. You're just sliding up off the floor. You might barely lift, that's fine. 5 more. Pull the abs in here. 4, you can feel them. 3, suck in the low belly, guys. 2, hold 1, little lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And stretch, big reach. Stretch the right leg behind you. You can open up to the ceiling and just find that bigger stretch for the whole side body, armpit, leg, and then carefully come on up. Set the ball to the side. Go ahead and come up to all 4s. Curl the toes under, pulling shoulders back. Exhale, round up into the back. Bringing our legs up and back into a little up stretch or down dog. And from here, push the right heel into the mat and bend the left knee. Pull the shoulders back. Really pull that hip up and find that stretch. Remember, we did a lot in the hamstrings there, so you might need to do some extra rolling later on and switch or use a tennis ball. Shoulders back. If you don't have a foam roller, tennis ball works great. And then both heels. Walk back to your feet. Hang here, guys.
Bend your knees a little bit so you're reaching your chest and your thighs. Drop your head. Interlace the fingers behind you. Stretch your shoulders and chest out again. Exhale, straighten the legs. And again, inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. One more time, bend. Exhale, really get that big stretch here. Release your arms. Soft knees, round it all the way up. One bone at a time. Rolling our shoulders around.
And we are complete. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully it's nice out where you are. Here it's kind of funky. But thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all. If you have any questions or want to do something else that we haven't done, or if you want even like a stretch class, we can do that. Please let me know. Email me, message me, beespilates@gmail.com. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys.